DVDs. Everyone uses them, no one likes them, and they're going out of style. Fast. Invented in 1995, DVD stands for Digital Video Disc. It's a type of compact disc which is able to store large amounts of data, especially high-resolution audiovisual material. They support standard as well as widescreen television title views in 4 by 3 and 16 by 9 aspect ratios. A DVD's data will not deteriorate over time, and the disc is unaffected by magnetic fields, unlike VHS and hard drives, but more on about those later. However, if your disc has imperfections in the plastic and outer layer, the metallic layer of the disc will eventually start to oxidize and therefore become unreadable. So, how do these darn things hold data? The aforementioned metallic layer is pitted somehow, and a very precise laser pointer bounces off these pits and tells the displayer what to display. DVDs, though, can only hold up to 15 gigabytes. However, before you get the discs that can hold 15 gigabytes, there are several other kinds of discs. Single-sided, single-layer discs had a storage size of only 1.36 gigabytes. Single-sided, dual-layer discs gave the disc 2.47 gigabytes. Dual-sided, single-layer discs have a capacity of 4.72 gigabytes, and double-sided dual layer discs have a capacity of 4.95 gigabytes. All of the previously mentioned discs had a diameter of only 8 centimeters, though. A new standard came out and it was significantly more capacitous. The diameter of the discs was now 12 centimeters and followed the same formatting. The single-sided, single-layered discs had a capacity of 4.37 gigabytes. Single-sided, dual-layer discs had a capacity of 7.95 gigabytes. Double-sided, single-layer discs contained 8.72 gigabytes. Dual-sided, dual-layered, and single-sided, they're the same thing. They're not a separate kind of a disc, had a capacity of 12.33 gigabytes, and dual-sided dual-layer discs had a capacity of 15.9 gigabytes. And I'm not even going to try to talk about rewritable discs, which would take up a whole other paragraph of writing. But you may be wondering at this point, how quickly can I put my data on one of these rewritable discs? Well, I just happen to have your answer. DVD drives have a standard of writing data onto a disc. When they first came out, DVD drives wrote at a mechanical speed of 11.08 MIBs per second. The site I was looking at, Wikipedia, didn't give any information as to what an MIB was, but they did manage to provide that it translates to about 1.39 binary megabits. This speed is considered 1x for all intents and purposes. DVD drives now have mechanical write speeds of about 256.96 MIBs per second, which is equivalent to 33.24 megabits, which is called 24x. In order, the speeds are called 1x, 2x, 2.4x, 2.6x, 4x, 8x, 10x, 12x, 14x, 16x, 18x, 20x, 22x, and 24x. It's almost like we're trying to name genes or something. And now you may be wondering about the Blue Man Group. God, I mean Blu-ray discs. Wow. See, Blu-ray discs came out in 2003 and were already significantly better in terms of storage than DVDs, though not so much in price. Blu-ray discs were so good that they didn't even need to have more than one side to outperform DVDs, and most of them are set to the 12 centimeter diameter standard rather than having 8 centimeter diameters. A single layered Blu-ray disc has a capacity of 25 gigabytes, and a dual layer has a capacity of 50 gigabytes. You'd think that the 3-layer and 4-layer discs called BDXL 3 and 4 respectively, would have 75 gigabytes and 100 gigabytes, but nah, they have 100 gigabytes and 128 gigabytes. The format used for BDXL disks is a write once disk and is usually used in commercial settings. BD drives also have higher write speeds, with its 1x mechanical speed being 36 MIBs per second, which is translated to 4.5 megabits per second. Currently, Blu-ray disc drives only have speeds up to 16x, which mechanically write at 576 MIBs per second, translating to 72 megabits in binary speeds. BD drive write speeds in order are 1x, 2x, 4x, 6x, 8x, 10x, 12x, 14x, and 16x. But what about things like hard drives, SSDs, and flash drives? Well, you see, hard disk drives store data as magnetic bits of ones and zeros. Data storage on hard drives has become available such that there are 10 terabyte, which a terabyte is 1024 gigabytes. Let's rehash that, shall we? Data storage on hard drives has become available such that there are 10 terabyte hard drives on the market which can store almost 1,000 times more than what a single Blu-ray disc can. However, over time, the magnetic poles of the bits of data are liable to flip positions, meaning that data becomes unreadable. This can be fixed with magnetic repositioning. Even then, the parts of a hard drive are all mechanical, which means that they aren't free from wear, and when they do wear out, there's no more use from them, even if the data is theoretically readable. Instead of storing data as magnetic ones and zeros, an SSD stores data as an electrical signal. Due to this, it has no moving parts. Great! That means the data won't ever flip and become unreadable, and because the parts don't move, they won't wear out. Sorta. Unfortunately, the transistors of an SSD wear down over time when electricity pumps through them. And even more unfortunately, the smaller a transistor is, the more quickly this happens. Even so, these drives are bajillions of times faster than mechanical drives, and their storages can rival that of the mechanical drives. Now, flash drives. These can be seen as an alternative to optical drives. They are writable and rewritable. Some flash drives have capacities of 512 gigabytes and even 1 terabyte. More commonly seen are 256 gigabytes and lower though. Even so, they are quite advantageous to a slowly writing disk. A flash drive is typically engineered with 3,000 to 5,000 program erase cycles, and some are able to be erased 100,000 times. Even so, you have to take into account the physical durability of the drive, of which most are rated to 1,500 insertion cycles. So, with all these imperfections and all these storage mediums and the relative ease by which DVDs can be used, why do we say they're going out of style? We would like to present you with a few ideas. First, there are many ways to get what's available on DVDs, and a lot of things that just aren't, online from services such as Netflix and Steam and YouTube. It's easier than ever to download songs onto your phone or to any device that's compatible, and as much as we probably don't like to admit it, it's getting easier and easier to rip content from streaming services such as YouTube and torrent sites like Pirate Bay. So, DVDs. They won't be around for much longer. There are bigger and faster methods of data storage out there, and it's even easier to get data from online streaming sites. We may not even see DVDs on the market in a few years. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Informational. Don't forget to glance over that like button, as so many people like to do, even to the bigwigs of YouTube. And don't forget to smack that subscribe button and leave a comment or three. We'd really appreciate it. This is our first episode of what this series is, called Informational, if you didn't catch that. Uh, Sephiroth, wrote this script, and Strixus provided a whole heck of a lot of the information for me, and so I would not like to leave him out of the credit. And I I don't know how much more of this kind of stuff there's going to be, but I really hope there's going to be more of it, because I like this. This is really nice. I like conceptualizing this stuff. Um, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say bye bye!